February 19th. The Philippines is deeply disturbed over China's reckless acts against a BFAR aircraft. The National Maritime Council said, "The Philippines is deeply disturbed over the unprofessional and reckless actions of a Chinese Navy aircraft on a Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources aircraft over Bajo de Masinloc." With this, the NMC said, the Philippines will issue a formal diplomatic protest on this grave incident. In a statement, the council said China's PLA Navy Harbin Z-9 helicopter flew and hovered as close as 3 meters above the BFAR aircraft, which was conducting routine maritime domain awareness flight. Misconceptions during former President Duterte's administration blamed for Pinoys' false sense of security in West Philippine Sea, according to Commodore Tarriela. Philippine Coast Guard Commodore J. Tarriela has blamed the misconceptions the previous Duterte administration for what he described to congressmen as the false sense of security among the Filipinos when it comes to the West Philippine Sea. Tarriela, the PCG spokesperson for the WPS, made this manifestation on Tuesday, February 18th, during the House Tri-Committee's second hearing on the proliferation of fake news and disinformation online. He said in a prepared speech before the salons, "It is important to note that one of the greatest challenges facing the Philippine government in the WPS, aside from China's bullying, unlawful activities, and aggressive actions, is combating the spread of fake news and disinformation that obscures the true narrative of events in the WPS, leading to confusion and division among our people." President Marcos says the Philippines needs solution and progress, not threats or fighting. What the Philippines needs are progress and solutions to its problems, and not threats or senseless tirades, President Marcos said as he once again endorsed the administration-backed Senate slate in a proclamation rally in Pasay City. Without naming names, Marcos said what sets his slate apart from other candidates are their demeanor when speaking in public. The president further vouched for his senatorial bets, saying they are not the kinds who would engage in fights or make threats. Further in his speech, the president said the Alianza candidates are one with his administration in pushing for the interest of Filipinos and in protecting the country's sovereignty and sovereign rights through diplomacy and dignity. Rains to prevail over parts of the Philippines, says PAGASA. The Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical and Astronomical Services Administration on Wednesday, February 19th, 4 weather systems, the shear line, northeast monsoon, intertropical convergence zone, and easterlies, will continue to trigger rains across parts of the country over the next 24 hours. PAGASA said the shear line, a weather system that forms when cold winds from the northeast monsoon collide with warm breezes from the Pacific Ocean, is expected to bring scattered rains and isolated thunderstorms to mainland Cagayan, Isabela, Quirino, and Aurora. Cloudy skies with rain may also prevail over the Cordillera Administrative Region and the rest of Cagayan Valley due to the Amihan. A deeper look at the talks between United States and Russian officials as President Trump suggests Ukraine is to blame. Top U.S. and Russian officials had their most extensive high-level engagement since Moscow sent troops into Ukraine almost 3 years ago, meeting for 4 hours Tuesday before President Donald Trump suggested that Kiev was to blame for the conflict. Trump showed little patience for Ukraine's objections to being excluded from the talks in Saudi Arabia. He said repeatedly that Ukraine's leaders never should have allowed the conflict to begin, indicating Kiev should have been willing to make concessions to Russia before it sent troops into Ukraine in 2022. Stay updated with the latest news. Visit our website at www.mb.com.ph or follow us on social media. Thanks for tuning in.